Again, implication of revenue deficit. I don't know why you wrote it
Oh,
again.
that same pick. Okay, that same pick again pasted that pick.
Yeah, and here also, first of all, your PDF was not correct. I just need to resolve it every time. Then you continue this. Then measure to reduce revenue deficit, you did it. And this is the third question, right?
Yeah,
Fourth question. So what about this first and second?
ma'am. I like revenue deficit. I think it's like only that them same question. That's I'm not done that thing.
No, revenue deficit is a definition.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
And
for
according, okay, let's just discuss your assignment then.
yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so whenever you submit the like this assignment, the homework assignment, just make sure you recheck once questions. Okay. This one. Let me just open the question paper first.
Yeah, about that one. Yeah, ma'am. How a second is wrong? Open the question. I want to open the questions.
Yes. Now it's like
Let's check.
sources that are generally proportional in nature. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry. Not this one. This source of capital receipt are
yeah.
accept.
There are two.
Accept.
Yeah, except
Ah,
that this what I focus. There is a
yes.
two.
Accept. So borrowing is a capital receipt. Investment is a capital receipt, but this is not. Is shit.
Yeah, ma'am. That's what I'm saying because the option is wrong. I also told them in the class, sir, option is wrong. What I will do? They say, okay, you think what you
So
want to, then I will do that thing.
why options are wrong, Vivek?
Ma'am, according to me, A
Huh?
and C is the right, but there is not option is there.
But
That's why.
Vivek, borrowing and disinvestment are capital receipt. Are capital receipt. They are asking you source of capital receipt are except इसके अलावा मतलब इन दोनों में से कौन नहीं है इन सब में से
Oh,
clear
that one I get
got
wrong, ma'am.
it you
Okay,
were correct
I,
but
I'm,
that's why I asked you to focus here इसका मतलब ये है कि कैपिटल रिसीट इसके अलावा है तो मैम इसके अलावा सारे कैपिटल रिसीट हैं सो आंसर वुड बी बी क्लियर
yeah, ma'am. But I also told them, sir, it's there. You say, okay, what you want to do, you will do. We will check later. I'm like, okay, then I will put it
but
the
it's like they
PNB.
can't help it because options were correct right that's why this is a I think in 2021 they asked this question and I think 60% of the student did it wrong because now what they just don't focus on except they are like capital receipt oh my god yes borrowing and issue so ma'am either this correct so you don't have to go for that 60% become the 40% okay those who did it correct clear
Okay, and how is the last wrong then? Last one?
last one wait a minute yes
Yeah, turn.
you did, I think, one wrong over there, and I just gave you marks for this as well. One,
No,
two, three.
three,
One
four,
was
five,
wrong,
six,
others were correct. So I just gave you, see, one, two, three,
three,
four, five,
four, five, six,
six. I
six.
gave you seven.
How this wrong then? Third one?
Which one?
Third one. Third,
Which
third,
one?
third.
I think you don't need the read the questions now. What is third one? Generally proportion in nature.
Nature,
Proportion means
yes.
ulta. Direct taxes, if you are having the income, you will pay. Right? Proportion means ulta. Indirect tax, somebody is purchasing it, I'll pay it. Got it?
First I put it that thing.
That's right. Over here, your all the answers were correct, but one was wrong, but still I gave you marks. Because
Yeah.
only one was wrong in this. But see, in case if you do even ek bhi galat hai, so you will not get marks, but I gave you because only one was wrong. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
So next time you have to be careful. Okay?
Yes.
Hmm. So
And one,
others,
two.
I was very happy that you got correct answer for the numericals. I was surprised.
Ma'am, that I revised.
That's I was really happy that okay for at least numerical you got the correct answers for both.
Yeah, but no, like I'm really confused over the second, third. First, I think okay, second is my right because they are asking about the death thing. Oh, that's why
Mhm.
I told them the option is wrong. What I will do? We say
No, no,
okay,
options
you
are correct. This is the same question they asked in 2021,
are okay.
right? So in this, if for example,
Yeah.
except is not there, except नहीं लिखा है, तो then of course the answer is D. Yes, but यहाँ पे लिखा है कि किसके अलावा नहीं होना चाहिए, तो मैम इस चीज तो है ही नहीं, तो इसके अलावा ये दोनों क्या है, आंसर है, पर ये नहीं है एक आंसर. Okay, so when I say that everybody in the class got good marks except रोहन के अलावा सारे बच्चे अच्छे मार्क्स मिले, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट कैपिटल डिसीट कौन कौन है मैम, ये दोनों है, किसके अलावा मैम, इस चीट के अलावा दोनों कैपिटल डिसीट है. क्लियर?
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
please highlight these words whenever you're getting it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let's just start with the numerical. Others I was happy with because it's a one marker question. Okay, so one marker is like if you do it wrong, you'll get full. You'll get 1 mark deducted automatically no matter what. But if you do it right, you get 1 marker. So in 1 marker there is no source. But अगर मैं क्वेश्चन देती हूँ like 3-4 marks का एक क्वेश्चन, तो अगर आप कुछ स्टेप्स भी लिख रहे हो तो you get marks, right?
Yeah,
So this
ma'am.
time the second test I'll give you for the government budget itself, and I'll give you a lengthy questions. Okay, so I just want you
Government
to note
budget,
these
ma'am.
things.
Give only the theory, not like
Yes,
not
I'll give you
theory.
theory and 2 questions for numericals also.
Yeah, I want only numericals.
Yes, theory, I'll give you 5 questions. 3 of theory, 2 of numericals. I just already told you. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay. So now this one. This one. Following the given information, determine the following. You have to find capital receipt, total expenditure, and interest payment. So now I have already given you the formulas,
Wait,
right?
ma'am. I have to take my notebook.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now you will do this one. Just do it.
Okay, I will tell you answer. Wait. Made a formula. Yes. Okay, but for first we found the what we have to find capital. Huh? Capital expenditure. Okay, second formula. Okay, this one. Then this one. Wait, capital expenditure. Physical will be 200,000 is equals to revenue receipt. My revenue expenditure is not given.
But revenue deficit is given.
But for capital, we have to find the capital expenditure, but they both are not given. Revenue receipt.
Non-debt capital receipt. You just put non-debt capital receipt is a borrowing. Okay, this is another name for borrowing. So in case fiscal deficit is given, yes.
Physical deficit is given, yes.
Yeah, revenue deficit is also given,
Yes.
right? Then capital expenditure is not given to you, right? But this
Capital
is,
expenditure
can
not
you find it?
given. Yeah.
Okay, can you see the formula here? Fiscal deficit equals to revenue deficit plus this.
Yes.
Now find it. One thing is missing, find the other.
No, this formula is not there. This formula is this one, na? Revenue expenditure plus capital expenditure minus
Huh. What is the
revenue.
formula to find fiscal deficit? Tell me.
I have written two formulas.
Tell me.
Physical deficit.
Hmm.
Its formula is this one. Total expenditure minus total receipt, including
Total
borrowing.
expenditure minus total deficit. This is revenue deficit.
Yeah.
Clear? That's why instead of that, I have written revenue deficit directly. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Okay. So then this answer will be none. 1200, 900, 10. So it will be 900, then plus capital expenditure is not given. So CP minus a 10,000. So first it minus 2,000. 11,000.
Hmm?
11.
No.
13.
Yes.
How do you
You have
13?
to bring it here and there. Fiscal deficit is already given. You have to find capital expenditure from here.
Yeah, capital expenditure I am doing.
But how you got capital expenditure this?
Physical deficit is equals to 9,000 plus
Fiscal
my,
deficit is 12,000.
yeah, 12,000. 12,000 is equals to 9,000 plus capital
Hmm.
expenditure minus 1,000.
Hmm.
Okay. So then what I will do? I
Where
will
is
minus
1,000?
12,000. I minus 12,000 to the. Oh no! First I have to minus 9 from 19.
Yeah.
No, it's 10. Okay, I have written 1,000. Sorry, ma'am. It will be a 12 equals to 1,000. It's to be 13,000. That's ma'am. That's right. That's done, ma'am.
This 13,000 crores now.
Yes.
The total expenditure. So total expenditure, you know that revenue expenditure plus capital expenditure.
Yes, ma'am. Total expenditure minus this thing. Okay. TE is equals to RE plus CE. So total expenditure we have to find. So revenue expenditure. Where is revenue expenditure in this one? It will be at 10,000 plus capital expenditure. Capital expenditure, ma'am.
Yes.
In this capital expenditure is not given.
Capital expenditure, you found it here in the first question.
Okay, 23,000 crores. Ma'am, it is
What you got?
23,000 crores.
Huh?
How you
28,000
get
crores.
6,000? How you get 6,000?
This is revenue receipt. Revenue expenditure. You have to first find revenue expenditure, no? Revenue deficit plus revenue receipt. Revenue expenditure is given to you in this question.
No. Or
Then
revenue.
You will first find revenue deficit, then only you can put in the formula, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Similarly, in this question, capital receipt was not given. Capital expenditure. So you first found capital expenditure, then you put it here, right?
Yes.
Hmm. So what is the formula to find revenue expenditure?
Uh,
Revenue
which one?
deficit
Revenue
plus revenue.
expenditure. Yeah, little is confusing.
You
How
will
you got
practice
this
it. Once we are
thing?
done this, then you will again practice it.
Total expenditure is
If
equals
the
to
question,
revenue.
if the examiner wants to set a difficult paper, then he give this type of question.
Yeah, ma'am. Revenue total expenditure minus revenue plus capital expenditure. Okay. For revenue expenditure is not given. So we have to find this thing. Total expenditure, total revenue. So 6 plus 9 plus 6. It will be 15,000. 15,000.
Hmm. Now
Okay,
find this
then
total
then
expense.
50,000 minus it will be 2,000.
Huh? Revenue
2,000.
expenditure
Sorry,
plus capital
15 plus 13.
expenditure.
Yeah, 15 plus 13. 28 28,000.
Okay.
Wait, ma'am. I've read this also.
Okay.
TERE plus CE. So RE find करने के लिए RD minus RR. It will be 9,000 plus 6,000. It will be 15,000. Then 15,000 plus 13,000. It will be 28,000. Yes, ma'am. Correct. Done.
Done. Now primary deficit, fiscal deficit minus interest payment.
Yeah, the result. Can you see the question? Ma'am, can you show me the question values? Okay. I have to find physical def. Which one? Primary deficit. Physical deficit minus the interest on payment. Interest on payment is not given. Okay. Primary deficit is given. It will be a minus. It will be plus the physical deficit. 17,000 crores. 17.
How?
Yeah, I get plus this thing. It is coming there now. So it is will be plus.
Primary deficit minus fiscal minus interest. Do you have this interest payment?
No,
No.
ma'am.
Then you will find interest payment here, na?
Yeah.
So to find interest payment, fiscal deficit minus primary deficit.
Yes.
So what is your fiscal deficit?
Five. Physical deficit is 12,000.
12,000 minus what is your primary deficit?
Oh, your minus I get plus. Okay, it will be done. 7,000.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
You will quickly revise this concept. Okay. And then I will give you one more question.
Okay, ma'am. Wait. Wait. You talked to my father?
Yes, I had a word.
Yeah, ma'am.
He told you anything?
No, they are scrolling. They are scoring me by.
They were scolding you.
Yeah.
Why?
Mom, what I will do? Do you think your class will be 6 o'clock here, and my father is coming 7:30? How will I will communicate with you with my father?
Hmm. And also, I didn't get the question paper yet, so please share that.
Ma'am, I really forgot this thing. Uh, okay, I will say today I will send you, ma'am. Uh, I will give you my WhatsApp number. You will message me there because I have Dubai SIM, so I cannot add you. That's my Indian mom.
Okay, I'll just save it.
Sure, ma'am. Jen, ma'am.
Okay. Now you will do this one. Let's see how
Zoom
you
it.
do it.
Yeah,
This one.
Zoom. I think we have written this primary deficit, visual deficit.
I'm talking about this numerical.
Okay. Capital 60 billion. B. Okay. 60 billion revenue expenditure, interest payment, borrowing, interest. Okay, ma'am. Show me the question. Ma'am, show me that. What I have to find.
Read it, the question.
From the following data, calculate the physical deficit. Okay, ma'am, that's easy. Which one they want? They want simple, yeah, hard. I will. Okay, for physical deficit. Physical deficit, revenue expenditure is given. Okay, F physical deficit is given. Note F D is equals to expenditure. Yeah, revenue expenditure is 616 plus capital expenditure. No, ma'am, capital expenditure is non-tax revenue. No,
This one,
no, capital expenditure
Now
is
I'll tell you one thing. In this case, you don't need to worry about anything. Now, what is the formula to calculate fiscal deficit? Tell me.
revenue expenditure plus capital expenditure minus revenue received revenue. Sorry, revenue receipt plus capital receipt
Hmm.
including
So
borrowing.
in this case, you can see revenue expenditure is given, capital receipt is given, borrowings are given, right? But
Yeah.
all the parts are missing, right? All the formula is not given to you, right? So
Yes.
in this case, whenever any of the part is missing, at that time fiscal deficit is equals to borrowing.
Hmm?
Okay. Whenever you don't get the proper formula for it, right? For
Yeah.
example, any of the part is missing, like for example, revenue expenditure is missing, or capital receipt is missing, or revenue receipt is missing. Anything is missing from the formula, like the value of that particular thing is not given. At that times, fiscal deficit is equals to borrowing. Sorry, clear?
Yeah.
So over here, since the data of capital expenditure is not given, right? So fiscal deficit would be equals to borrowing, which will that means your FD fiscal deficit would be 32 billion. Got it?
O- Okay, ma'am.
Just write it down and just draw this table as well, and then write this so that in case this question usually comes in one marker.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now this one. I'll not tell you anything. You have to calculate revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, and primary deficit.
From the budget of government, India calculate the revenue deficit and fiscal deficit. Hey,
Okay, done. You got it? How to do the things?
no, wait, ma'am. I want to do revenue expenditure given revenue receipt is given for revenue deficit. Yes. So first RD equals to RE minus RR. So it will be 1888 minus 2037. 11 separate short 7774 first fiscal deficit में revenue receipt is given. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Hmm?
for second capital receipt including borrowing. So from this thing, which one I have to take?
Sorry?
Capital receipt including the
Huh?
borrowing. So
Huh?
capital receipt and this borrowing one
Huh? So total receipt excluding borrowing you will take. Total
means
receipt?
minus the borrowing
Yes, excluding borrowing. Yes.
means plus a minus.
Sorry? Minus. The second
Okay.
one, fiscal deficit is total expenditure minus total receipt and excluding borrowing. Right? So,
Yeah.
first of all, expenditure is not given to you. So, first of all, you will add it revenue expenditure and capital expenditure, these two. Yes, to
Yeah, I'm
get
doing that thing.
expenditure. And then revenue receipt minus this recovery of loans on the other receipt. This is borrow. Okay?
Yeah, yes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 3, 5, 8, 3. Ma'am, 1008, 4. It is a minus already.
This is, you don't have to take this. This is not only borrowing, na, there are other liability. You will subtract this 240.
You have to separate 240.
Yes, because this is not a single borrowing, na. This is
Yeah.
other liability. But for example, you recovered. So borrowing means you borrowed somebody and then you paid it.
Then it will 240.
Yes.
Okay. Then physical activity in interest on payment. Ma'am, third one is minus 844.
One is
Yeah. First is 774. Second is uh minus 240. Third is minus 844.
how you got zero here?
Ma'am, third one I like. Third one only they are saying
No, second one also. It's like revenue expenditure plus capital expenditure, right? So 281 plus 550. Then 2037 plus 240. Yes.
yeah.
And then subtract it both.
Ma'am, first I say this answer, you said no, it's wrong. Then I changed my answer.
1084 you said?
Yeah.
I just thought that you are doing this. That's why.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I just thought you are asking me to take this data. That's why.
Wait, ma'am. Now I have to change my third
Okay,
answer.
okay.
According 60. The last one is 60. Ma'am, done.
Okay. So what you got now for the primary deficit?
60.
60? 1084 subtracting 1020 will be 60.
1020. How you written 1020? Oh,
Interest
uh,
payment.
yeah, I have written 4 like
Ah,
1024. Okay,
Vivek.
it is 4. Okay, ma'am. Small, small mistakes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what you got?
64.
Yes. Okay. So now there are some questions, the previous questions. So you don't need to write it down. I'll share this PDF with you. Okay. Just read it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And let me know. I'll keep on scrolling.
Okay, ma'am. Scroll, ma'am. Ma'am, what this is black? Scroll up, ma'am. Ma'am, it is the balanced budget.
Sorry.
Balanced budget.
Balance budget where it will be whatever you are spending, that much money you are getting. So it's balance. Right? Nobody is more. Nor revenue nor your expenditure. Okay? When your estimated receipts are equal to the estimated expenditure. For example, you got 1,000 rupees and when you went to do party, the bill was also for 1,000 rupees. So it's a balance. In case if your bill is more, like your expenditure is more, then it will be a deficit, budget deficit.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Scroll.
You read it here, primary deficit.
Yeah, this one. Wait. I'm scroll up. Ma'am, can you explain first and second?
Explain the reallocation of resources objective of government budget. So it's like through its budgetary policy, government direct the allocation of resources. For example, there are unlimited resources, right? There are very limited resources in this. Now, I need to reallocate it. That what resources are need to make this, right? So, for example, I have money and I need to redistribute, reallocate my money. That this much money I'll spend on my book, this much money I'll spend on my coaching, this much money I'll spend on my shopping, this much money I'll spend on my food. Right there. This is called resource allocation, right? So that government always make a budget plan so that they can reallocate the resource. Then how much money I need to allocate to the education sector, how much money I need to allocate to the health infrastructure like this. Okay. And in case there are poor people, I need to give subsidies and reduction in tax to poor people so that they can they can get motivated and can participate. Right. And what I need to produce, if government will only produce injurious things, right, like the cigarettes, the alcohol and all that, will be economic growth in a country? No. So that's why resource allocations are required so that there is a balance between like you can get the maximum profit plus there is a social welfare, लोगों का भला हो, इसलिए गवर्नमेंट पहले ही डिसाइड करती है कि how resources are to be used. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am. What are the first?
Okay, should I scroll?
No, ma'am. I want to explain the first one also first.
First one, okay. Now fair distribution of income, right? So over here, sometimes what happened? This is the example. For example, this person is earning 1000 rupees. This person is only earning 100 rupees. This person want grains.
Yeah, ma'am.
Grains are for example, 80 rupees. For him, it is nothing. 80 rupees are nothing. If he spend from this 80 rupees, it's nothing. But for him, it is a big deal, right? So now government basically do the fair distribution. Government will give this person who is rich at the 80 price, but for this government will give subsidies. Okay, that you will get this grains for 20 rupees only. Rest the money, like the 60 rupees will be paid by government. He need to only pay 20 rupees. So that's why so that there is a fair distribution of income, right? So this is what. So by providing subsidies, government can encourage the poor people to purchase the things. Or what government can do, for example, this person is earning 100 rupees, he can spend anything. So government will impose more and more tax in here, so that out of this 1000 rupees, he need to pay 200 rupees tax. So automatically he has only 800 rupees, right? And this person has 100 rupees. So now there is less gap between poor and rich.